All right. The next story quest is Gives You Teeth. Level 98, given to us by a man named Tassos, who is at this club that we have entered in the previous quest following the Hubigo child, who Wook thinks is the child of Zeralja. It has been 30 years, you never know, but anyway, Tassos is like a bodyguard, Rogadin guy. Here we go. Oh, we're level 98, we're in Solution 9. I think we're about to find Aaronville's mom. We'll see though. This area is normally off limits, but Cassius told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go, Mercy. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. Yeah. Cutscene.
Wonderful! They're here!
We've entered, Alice, Graha, Kryl already here. We've entered a large, mostly open space room where the floating Cassia bot is as well. Some stations with basically big computers, big screens.
We've only just arrived ourselves.
We've only just arrived
Amazing.
ourselves. There's a hologram in the middle of the room of the tower that we're on, the Solution 9 tower. Looks like there's a giant 3D printer as well. That'd be my guess.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
I bid you welcome to the back room.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Nah, what are you talking about?
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Genolt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
There was a man named Genolt and somebody else named Shale. Is Genolt the one who's shirtless for some reason?
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
This is Genolt. He's the shirtless man. Kind of waved back hair that is like neon green. Kind of a sickly neon green. Right side of his face has a couple like white, as if somebody like a pincher. As if there's the white pincher that each claw, the claws are trying to pinch the inside of his right eye, like the part closest to his nose. Also has the same neon-ish green for a W-shaped goatee and some sideburns that do Nike swooshes up to underneath his nose and above his lips. Shirtless.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it.
This is Shale, female, Elzen, kind of goth pirate, grayish hair. It's about, I think she has a choker. I can't see her up close, but it looks like a choker. She sees Kryl's earring. Doesn't say anything.
We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
I guess choker is not. It's kind of like, oh, it's almost like it's a belt wrapped around twice on her neck. And I guess goth pirate was not a great pirate. She actually kind of has pale blue eyes and a combed over to her the right side of her face, like that kind of style. The part is the part in her hair is on the left side of her head, and then is combed over the right. But it has hair on the left side. It's not like it's shaved on the left side. I don't know, kind of a olive green maybe on the upper body piece that she's wearing. That's it's an open V down the front. Pauldron on the left side of her body, like to protect that left shoulder, as I've seen in this game and other
And
games.
among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation.
And among all our activities, Cassia said, and I cut it off, I'm sorry.
The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
Interdimensional fusion.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point. That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
Oh my god, were those Kryle's parents?
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
I don't... If I'm watching a movie or TV show, I don't generally like it when people like, well, I don't know. Sometimes I just like to experience the story and not have somebody like try to guess what's about to happen, you know? So I apologize if I did that with the whole Kryle's parents thing. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, I don't hope I'm wrong, but I'll try not to do it so that everybody can just enjoy this along with me.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
Haha, okay.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, Kryle has a little bit of shock on her face.
Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
She gives the explanation in silence, as happens in this game.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Kryle. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala.
Malala, I think, is their version of Lalafell.
Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued.
A good reason to give your kid to somebody who you think will protect her?
If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
Yeah. Yeah.
My parents. The founders of Oblivion. Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Okay, the Cassia bot sounds familiar. Hold on. Do I have one of these on us? No. Of course not. Hold, please. IMDb, FFXIV, Cassia. I'm not spelling it right. CIUA. Oh. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, it's not anybody I recognize. Her name is Michelle Asante. She has not been in movies that I'm aware of, but she was in Doctor Who in 2025. Oh, this year. A narrator. She narrated a Doctor Who episode this year. She's in Warhammer. She did a lot of voice acting, as, you know, voice actors tend to do. But she has played roles in Top Boy for 8 episodes. Yeah, okay. Her voice sounded a little familiar, but there's really no reason it would. Anyway, sorry for that little diversion.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
Yeah, dude, get the data off of there. Gosh, obviously. Kraus just smiles and approaches Shada. Sorry, I can't remember her name.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
I don't think I'm looking over records either, so I'm probably going to go with them. No? Okay.
I've buggered it up again!
Genolt says, or Genolt, however you want. G, so Gary E. Nancy O. L. Tom. Genolt. He has sunk to his knees in mock agony, basically, at his failure. And now he is knees down, hands down, basically bowed down, annoyed with himself. The back of his head, that green kind of neon hair, top knot. Or a back knot, however it's called, whatever. It's a knot, you know, not a ponytail, but that whole, like, poofy knot thing. I don't know. But he buggered it up again.
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
I like Shale. I like both of them, actually. He's kind of wearing a kilt, the
Oi!
Genolt.
You two there! Why don't you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
He's wearing a leather kilt of sorts, which kind of, you know, goes along with his accent, which I will have to attempt.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shale.
Her name's Shay? It's spelled Shale. Okay. I guess I'm helping Genolt. I look worried. He gives me a big toothy grin. I've not leveled up my engineering, so it's not an actual skill in this game. It's just, yeah. Okay, what's up, Genolt? Sorry you had to see me passion spilling over, and I apologize for this accent. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know. And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we've met in another life. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. Have I met somebody like this in our world? Because I think we've had some parallel things happen. Like with the train, the guy who is like in charge of the train, the Lion Man, and his two human dudes that were like his underlings, his partners of sorts. They were kind of parallel to the ones that I met in the source. I think. Did I just lose that stupid, gosh dang it. Why do I do things? I'm gonna just... No, you don't need to know. You don't want to know. You don't even want to know that you don't want to know. Anyway, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a single wink, and I'm ripe to collapse. Can't afford to, though. Got folks relying on me, see? But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, sure. That voucher's good for 2 cans. One for yourself, by the way, by way of welcome. Can't get the stuff at any old vending machine, though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. Paul H-I-L-O, Mary O, Nancy. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now. Okay. That's probably a nicer way to say that, but it's fine. Can I teleport? Nah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna help. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's not a door. Is that a door? That's not a door. There's a door. Everything's a door. Get my jog back. It's kind of like I think we've passed through here before. It's just an open air bar. It's got 3 triangle, like, not 3 triangle-shaped bars that are also kind of in the shape of a triangle. Anyway, here's Philemon, a Ellison? No. Human dude. Welcome. What are you having? Energy tonics you can't get from the vending machines. How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't come back. Got a voucher? Slip it to me, then nice and subtle. I got 2 energy tonic vouchers. That's not very subtle, those are very obvious. Ah, so you're collecting for Genolt. A can for him and a can for you, eh? Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities, but if the Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Now, seeing as it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there's side effects. Okay. Beginner. Definitely don't drink the full strength. Can I? No, that won't let me. I drink. Right in front of Wind-Up Emmerich. You drain the tonic in a single pull. Heh, now that's how you do it. Your pulse ought to quicken soon, after which you'll start to see everything more clearly, and then finally you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you haven't up and carked it. Carked it? So hurry along and give Genolt's tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment, and I expect he's about to keel over. Oh, I have started to glow. It's as if I'm on fire, and the fire changes color to purple, green, blue. It's gone. It's already gone. That was cool though. Where am I going? Why am I so bad at this game? Because you're bad at every game, Riley. Yeah, it's mostly true. I haven't even got to the end of the first act of Baldur's Gate 3. I just keep trying to overthink everything. Like, I want to not lose. We talked to Tasso. Is he heading to the back room? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Unless he says something different, I won't. Yeah. Talk to Genolt here again. You've got the tonic? Give it here, quick. Full strength, hand it over. Chugs it. He also has that fire around him, and he gets like into karate type poses, or one of them. Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the cobwebs right out with a great big kaboom. He's also not on fire anymore. Awakens something feral in me, it does. Feral in me, it does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast that won't stop till it's done what it was born to do. Any road, sorry for sending me off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know. And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't going to enhance themselves. We speak to Wooglemont to finish the quest. Cutscene. Not voice acted, I'm pretty sure.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child.
You never know.
Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too. But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
Abandoned? Oh my god.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
Or he doesn't know that he had a child and a mom may have died. You never know.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together.
Have I seen any Mamulja walking around this Solution 9? I don't think I don't remember.
This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Galulja.
Cool. We're all taking
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Galulja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father. I don't know if it would be right.
We hear the pitter
Who was
patter,
that?
and out of the corner of Aaronville's eye, we saw the tail. We did. I don't know if Aaronville did, but I think the Gulul Jah has been listening.
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
What was there to hear? Oh, he already knew that Zoral Jah was his dad. Like, what was there to hear?
Ah, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
What was there to hear?
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi.
Oh,
I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search.
about killing his dad. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Kakiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
Kakiwa. I'll try to pronounce it that way.
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
I'll pretend that middle C is a K. Kakiwa.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Oh, that's it. Okay. Gives you teeth is complete. We get a raw Kaznar leg coffer, 675 item level. Ooh, 1,102,000 experience points. Okay. That's the end of that quest. End of the video. I'll see you next time.